Hello everyone, I am so excited about this week's spread. I am doing something a little bit different. I was rambling about doing different things or trying different things last week on my video, and I was like, you know what? I should do that. I kind of have a similar spread every week, and let's try something different. But as you can see, I'm doing my pre-planning with my sticky notes and putting all the pictures in front of me to see which ones I like the best for this week, or just, I don't know, which ones I'm drawn to, I guess. And here you can see I'm having a hard time choosing between a couple, but I figured it out. So yesterday I was driving through our neighborhood and I saw this young girl. I'm thinking maybe around 10 years old, but honestly, I'm not that great with ages. But she was standing on the curb, and then suddenly she was like running in front of me, and I was able to stop, and but it was kind of funny because she like did the wave, the wave, like the "I'm so sorry, I'm an idiot" wave that grown-ups do. And it struck me as funny because I was like, man, she is so mature for her age. She's already got the "I'm such an idiot, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, and thank you for not killing me" wave down. Yeah, I don't know. It just was funny to me. So here you can see where I'm drawing the outlines for the boxes for the days of the separate days, as well as the box for next week, because I like to know what's coming sometimes, and it's helpful to have it like right with the current weekly spread. I have been considering just kind of sitting down in front of the camera at some point and just talking about whatever's on my mind, and sometimes I'm thinking I need to decide which days that's good for. Oh, as you can see, I kind of made a boo-boo, which I feel like that's kind of a theme for my bullet journaling, is like, oh look, I messed up again. It's on the far right box. You can kind of see where the lines were a little bit too long. I don't know how it happened, it just did, okay? But anyways, so yeah, I have been trying to decide when would be a good day to just sit down and record my yammering, and it's been hard to find a day because I don't know, I've been having some negative days lately. Sometimes everything that's going on is just too much, and you don't want to sit down because whatever comes out of your mouth is not going to be great that day. And yeah, so I do plan to sit down and ramble for you guys, see if that's something that you would enjoy, because the friends that you surround yourself with, hopefully you would think they would enjoy your ramblings, but that's completely different from everyone else enjoying it. So we will see how that goes. If you don't like it, that's fine. But yeah, we'll see. One thing I've missed very much about normal life was being able to hang out in coffee shops. I love coffee shops so much, and it's been pretty tough. I know there are much worse struggles out there. I'm not denying that or saying they're not important, but I've spent a lot of time hanging out in coffee shops, whether it's for writing or hanging out with friends or people watching and eavesdropping, which it's just a thing I like to do, guys, okay? It's come in handy in my life, and it's, as a writer, it's also handy to eavesdrop. I also found it handy to come in handy when I was a server as well. If you're across the room listening to your table and you hear them say, man, I need to remember to ask them for more water or breadsticks. You come back with whatever they need and they're like, what? How did you know? I have super hearing. I'm amazing. I just read minds, But yeah. But my new coffee shop has been just going to Riverside and walking, and I'm realizing that maybe I don't hate nature. I mean, I don't like melting. That's my biggest thing. I don't like melting, and it's starting to get a little meltier. I may have to start doing walks in the morning, but the walks that I've been doing, I've been going on walks with friends on Riverside, and it's been really nice. And it's been challenging for sure, because we walk way longer than I have really ever walked at one time. I think, I don't know. I haven't always kept track, but it's been good. I get to see the scenery, and it's just really nice to stop and be like, oh, what a beautiful sunset, or what a beautiful lake. Just watching the river flow, and it's really cool. And I've been really enjoying it. And it's interesting people watching there as well. But the only issue really with it is, besides the possible melting, which that's not fun, is I don't know. I think in our culture there's a heightened desire, or maybe just urge, to be offended about things. And it's really difficult, especially right now. I feel like most of us, a lot of us at least, are kind of on edge. So when you're in public, it's like, you're not 6 feet away, or I shouldn't have to be 6 feet away. I feel like those are the two different things that are at play when you're out and about. And I'm discovering things about myself, or things you kind of knew, but you're becoming more acquainted with those things, and how maybe you need to make some changes in your thought life. I really love how this weekly spread is turning out. I like it a lot, actually. Do any of you guys play The Sims? The Sims 4, to be exact. I've been playing for quite some time now, off and on. Mostly on, I guess. Try to take some breaks, and I think I'm better about regulating it, because Sims can be rather addicting. But I think lately I've been doing better, especially since I've been really motivated to make this YouTube channel a priority, that kind of a thing. But right now I have been working on the 100 baby challenge. I started it a while back and I stopped. I think it's just because I was doing too much. I was trying to start the 100 baby challenge in a micro home, which in The Sims, if you're familiar with it, they recently came out with the tiny living pack. So there are certain perks that come with having a micro home, which includes doubling the rate of skill building, which is great for the 100 baby challenge. But yeah, it was not working. And I had this huge garden. It was just too much. So when I came back and was like, I need to do this, I need to finish this, I moved everyone to a different lot and made a large home, a huge home on one story, because trying to deal with toddlers on stairs has been frustrating for me in the past. But if you are not familiar with the 100 baby challenge, I think I'll try to find it and link it below. Not that it matters, because that's not why you're watching this, but it's very interesting. You get you start with a matriarch, and she has as many babies as possible, and every child has to have a different, and every time she woohoos, it has to be with another person, a different person. It's very interesting. And then you keep passing it down to different matriarchs. So it's pretty cool. So we've got some different quotes here. When you assume, you create a story with that assumption and act on that. From, I believe it's Nidra Glover Tawwab, who's a therapist. She appeared on Dr. Caroline Leaf's podcast, I believe. I just saw it in my Instagram news feed and I was like, yes. Then Craig Groeschel said, you can both wrestle with honest questions and embrace a genuine faith in God. And then I realized I was writing a quote from George R.R. Martin, and I was like, well, I've never read his books or watched the show, Game of Thrones, but that is a very accurate quote, and I think it's a good thing to remember for a writer or for any other creative endeavor, because most ideas have been done, but it's how you do them, in what way you do them, that makes a difference. So yeah, I thought it turned out really nice. I'm really, really happy with it. And here I'm just putting some little stickers to take up a little blank spot. It was really bothering me. I'll see you next week.